Hey, thought I'd do part two, continuation of nutrition and eating. This one's not going to be as long. I'm going to probably do two today on nutrition and how we're going to make that work. Number one, we talked about it yesterday. Tricking your mind to not say, "Ooh, I want this. I want that so bad." In other words, you notice on any diet per se, whenever we can't have something, we want it even more. So we're going to try and cut that out. Number one is we're not going to stop eating foods that we like this week, but we are going to try and limit them to 3 meals a day. And what I mean by 3 meals a day, so you're in the morning, you're going to pick 3 meals that you like to eat. I don't care if it's a hamburger, I don't care if it's a bunch of rice. I don't care if it's carbs. What I do care about is the quantity at which you're going to start eating. Okay. So in other words, I know that we go out and eat, and we get they serve us big plates. You order a burrito, and that's a huge burrito, and the last few bites you're usually going, man, that's good enough, but you keep on going because you want to eat the whole burrito. So if we set our mind to eat half that burrito, and the other half maybe at the next meal or the next, fuel. Remember I told you fuel and energy? Our fuel and energy feeding when we're feeling like we're hungry or we want to eat. We're going to do it then, okay? Second part of this is some of you will be available to do it and some of you won't, but I always believe whether you're a breakfast person or a lunch person or a dinner person, find yourself at which times you can eat for 8 hours during the day. The other 16 hours you're going to fast. So in other words, find your window. If you're an early riser and you start work at 4 a.m., you're probably going to want to eat somewhere in the morning time, maybe about 8 o'clock or so. Or if you like, you can eat right when you get up, but then you have that 12 o'clock. You're gonna stop eating at 12 o'clock. It seems kind of too fast, right? And some of you say, "Oh, I feel dizzy in the morning." I know a few people go, "I feel dizzy in the morning. I need to eat something." That's okay. If you need to eat something, eat something. What we're trying to do is we're trying to make your pancreas fall asleep at night before bed, let it rest, and wake it up with 70 calories. 70 calories is going to wake your pancreas up, and we want to somehow try and avoid that. Which means even your coffee, try to eat it with less, or drink it with less cream or sugar, or try to keep the sugar out. Use a sugar substitute for now, So what we're doing is we're training our body to not need that fuel or that food, because a lot of times we just eat to eat, and we're going to try and cut that out. That's going to be the most important thing this week as we start. And I know some of you also are going, you know what, I can't start now. I'm going to start in next week, or I'm going to make a day or whatever. That's fine too. But let's try to get the nutrition part of it set in there. Even though you're not going to start until next week, let's start limiting the food that's getting consumed. When you feel full, that means you've eaten too much. If you're feeling like, do I really need this last bite? Don't take it. Stop it when you're feeling okay. And how do we do that? Sometimes we might just stop eating for a minute, feel that food get digested, and go, okay, you know what, I'm good. It's going to be totally different for you guys that love to just munch down your food, eat it really quickly, or what have you. But I'm telling you, this technique works if we stop eating after we're starting to feel pretty good about, we fed ourselves. Stop for a moment and look and go, you know what, I'm good. I'm going to save the rest for later. And then you have that meal for later. So that's why I was telling you about 3 meals. You might use 3 meals. Those 3 meals. So myself, I like a peanut butter jelly in the morning, right around 11 o'clock. And the next meal I usually like, if I'm at the gym, is an acai bowl. I love to eat acai bowls. You'll find that acai bowls make you feel full. I know some of you are going like, wow, that's a lot of sugar or what have you. But guess what? Remember, we want to move towards the sweet side. And that's the sweet side I'm looking for. Not the potato chips and stay away from sunflower seeds and things like that. I can really assess your eating habits if I'm thoroughly watching you, but I'm going to teach you how to do that yourself. So you're going to know why you gained weight the day before, or why you gained weight that morning that you weighed yourself, and you're gonna find out the day before has everything to do with it. Okay. The other thing is we're going to try and consume as much water as possible. I know you hear that a lot, but it is true. Try and drink a lot of water during the day. Stay away from sugary drinks, fruit drinks and stuff like that. And then my third meal might be, chicken dinner. I mean, and I'm not looking at portion size. Like I said, I'm looking at I might fill my plate up, and I'm just going to eat until I feel that I've had enough, and I'm not overstuffing myself. You'll find yourself when you overstuff yourself, we always call it a food coma. We go into that food coma, we get really tired, right? Usually after lunch, that usually happens. So let's try to cut down in food consumption this week. And then later on today, I'm going to try and go over a little bit more in detail on foods that I eat. I just gave you kind of an example, my peanut butter and jelly and acai bowl, and then a nice chicken dinner, steak dinner. I don't care what it is, a hamburger. But, that will happen before 7 o'clock for me, because my fasting starts at 7. So after 7 o'clock, I'm not eating. And your body will get used to that. You'll find yourself later on, as you move through this process, sometimes you're going to feel like you only need one meal during the day. I'm serious. It's really weird. Like, you're probably saying, how could you get muscular without all the proteins and, all this measurement of food? And I am making the most simple form of fitness for you as possible. It worked for me. It's worked for hundreds of people. I want you to try it out, and we're going to readjust as we go along. All right. So more to come. Let's just go off what I talked about right now. Let's work on food consumption for energy and fuel, not for pleasure. All right. Talk to you later.